Sexy Blue slept with this man. Obviously, White did, because that's his ex. And now, Jambalaya. Now, if my calculations is correct, Sexy Blue don't know that Jambalaya slept with him, because that was her little shit first.
Bow, 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 bow. Growl, bow, bow, bow. It's that slam.
Hey y'all, it's ThatGirlTammy, and welcome back to another one of my YouTube videos. Okay, so in this video, I'm doing story time about the time I got in a fight at my old school, college, whatever you want to call it. Well, I get ready to go to do things. So yeah. Okay, so boom. I'm gonna tell you how everything lit up. So my freshman year of college, I was in school. I had a friend. We was friends because we graduated high school together. She introduced me to this girl, and we all started hanging out with each other as together. We always did stuff together, hanged out together. Boom. So the girl had a boyfriend at the time. She was telling all about her boyfriend and this, that, the third. Everything was cool. She'd always be on the phone with him, cool. Then out of nowhere, she said, oh, he says I'm not his girlfriend anymore. He never claimed me in the first place, and this, that, the third. And she was crying, like, she was upset about it. And us being friends, like, we was there for her. So, yeah, so we was hanging out more, comforting her, cool. Everything was cool. Until they tried to, I'm gonna say they, because I don't know. We gonna call the girl. We gonna call the girl I went to high school with Puppy, and we gonna call the girl the girl I fought, and the girl who I knew from Puppy. We gonna call her Jambalaya. When Puppy and Jambalaya introduced this new girl to the friend group, we gonna call her We're gonna call her Sexy Blue, because that's what they called her. That's what they called her. They called her as Sexy Blue. So I'm not gonna lie, I didn't like Sexy Blue because the first time we hanged out, she didn't speak. Okay, cool. And then the second time we actually went out to a party, she put her stuff in my purse. I don't play about my belongings. I was irritated. Like, I feel like, I don't know what she was trying to do. You should have asked, and it was just weird. I didn't like her after that. We talked it out, but it was still like, why would you do that? And then this your first time hanging out with me too, so it's like, you don't know what what. It was weird. So, Sexy Blue had a situationship with this boy. He worked at the school. We gonna call him 300 because allegedly he was known at the school of being the HEO, and he had 300 bodies. Cool. So she was messing around with him. She was a sophomore. We was freshmen. Her sophomore class didn't like her because 300, like I said, he was known as a HEO. So you know how it is when girls mess with you know how it is when girls mess with a hoe, and then people society depicts us as a hoe. So that's how they did her. She ain't talk to them. She ain't had no friends. So what's the next she could do? She could talk to the freshmen because they freshmen. They don't know her past. Cool. So one day, because after I didn't like her, but they were still hanging out with them separately. Cool. One day, Jambalaya tells me that, oh, when I was in the lunchroom, the workers was saying my name. I never met them in my life. And when I was with Sexy Blue, she didn't know them either. So we was confused. And I'm like, yeah, because 300, he worked at school. He was 19. He worked at school. He used to tell his coworkers who he used to get jiggy with and tell them their name, how bad it was, how good it was, and then they would confront when they see him. They confront them, be like, "Hey, such and such, hey," and on some weird stuff. So I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna let. I was like, I'm not gonna let Jambalaya. This girl is known to be even though she not. But if you hanging around her, people gonna just click that as you too. Cool. She ain't listen. So later on, Jambalaya and Sexy Blue start hanging out with 300 and stuff like that. Then Janaya started hanging out with 300 alone. Then Sexy Blue got mad talking about, "Oh, you must like him. Y'all both must be doing stuff behind my back. Y'all weird, this, that, the third." And I'm just like, Jambalaya, you can't let this girl keep disrespecting you. So y'all either need to talk it out or leave it alone. So Jambalaya allegedly stopped talking to Sexy Blue. I knew she was gonna start back talking to her. I knew it was all ass. So it was just us three again. Jambalaya. I forget what I. My bad. Okay, so boom, me, Puppy, and Jambalaya, we all was hanging around with each other. Everything was cool. But when she fell out with Sexy Blue, but she was still hanging out with 300 with after she got into it with Sexy Blue. So I was minding my business. I didn't care at the end of the day. So I had a class with Sexy Blue X. We're gonna call her White. So I had a classroom with White. She was cool. We was friends. She would tell me she was the one who told me about 300 and what he was doing and stuff like that. And I told her, we was just talking. We was cool. Like, so one day, it was after class, me and White wanted to go get some food. So I invited her to meet Puppy and Jambalaya. She already knew Puppy because all of us had that class together. She never met Jambalaya. So we all get lunch. Everything was cool, sweet. I'm thinking, and then when we all leave, all of a sudden, Jambalaya like, "Ooh, I don't know if I like her." "What you mean you don't know if you like her? This is the first time you meeting her, baby." Like, what? So I just let that be. And I told White, like, "Hey, this is what she said." This, mind you, I said, "Hey, this is what she said." I'm like, "Is you sure that's the first time y'all meet each other?" She's like, "Yeah, but I think I know why she don't like me. Because what's his face, X." I'm like, "Nah, I don't think that's true because all they do is hang out or whatever." But I let it be. It is what it is. It's cool. So one day after class, White came up to me and she was like, "Tammy, I gotta tell you something, but you can't tell nobody or whatever." And I'm like, "What is it?" Da da da. She was like, "It's a rumor going around that Jambalaya and 300 got jiggy or whatever. She got crushed or whatever. Or she cussed him and it was bad. And it's a rumor going around about you saying that I'm going around telling his business or whatever." And I'm like, first of all, the only time I talked to that man is when he was making my sandwich, which is his job, which is what he was supposed to get paid to do. I already knew what his intentions was. I leave that alone. That'd be the problem. You'll tell somebody how somebody is and they think they could change them. When they show you your true colors, then you look slow. So no, and then I didn't even try to find I ain't never talked to my man. But the only time he made my sandwich, the only time I talked to him was when he made my sandwich. So I was trying to figure out what rumor was going around. I was trying to figure that out first. She told me not to tell nobody about the rumor about Jambalaya, that how they got jiggy. So, and I'm just like, when she told me this, like, I don't think that's true because, mind you, her boyfriend or ex-boyfriend or the person who don't claim her said that they don't claim her. And I feel like she wouldn't do that. And I'm just like, they just friends. And then I'm just like, so I did wind up telling her, So, the day I tell her, I FaceTime her on the phone. I'm like, hey, Jambalaya, there's a rumor going around that you slept with 300. She like, oh my gosh, it's not true, and da da da, who told you? I ain't tell her who told me. But I told her because she was my friend. Like, I was friends with Jambalaya before I was friends with White, so I feel like I was obligated to tell her as a friend, even without what White told me. So, she was crying, saying it's not true. Puppy trying to figure out what's going on because she seemed like she don't know what's going on. So I'm telling her, when I told her that, she started crying. So I went in the room and we started comforting her. It was like around Halloween. It was like the Halloween party. So she had stepped out because she wanted to confront the boy. She wanted to confront 300 or something. So she had called him something, but I think he was busy. So when he stepped out, I think either I told White that I told her, and then White called me, or I called White. But I'm like, yeah, White, I don't think it's true because she cried. And White was like, that don't mean nothing. She probably crying because she guilty. Like, she a psychologist. White was like a psychology major or something. She's like, she probably crying because she feel guilty. I'm like, I'm going to just let it go because at the end of the day, that's my friend, and I'm going to just believe my friend. But what I really felt was that at the end of the day, I don't care because that's not my reputation I got to withhold. That's yours, baby. You already know what, you know. So I ain't really care at the end of the day. So we go to the Halloween party. Everything cool. Everything sweet. Anyways, we go to the Halloween party. Everything cool. Everything sweet. We were still hanging out after that. Cool. Then one day, I'm like, okay, nobody's saying nothing in the group chat. Everybody being dry. Nobody communicating with each other or whatever the case. And so I text group chat. I'm like, y'all, what's going on? Then a couple minutes after, Puppy gonna say, not gonna lie, Tammy, I'm mad at you because she said, not gonna lie, Tammy, I'm mad at you. I'm like, why? She was like, because Jambalaya told me when I do your hair, that your lace don't be melted. And I'm like, what? So I'm like, y'all talking about me behind my back? He was like, nah, we was just talking about it, this, that, the third, or whatever. And then I'm like, first of all, Puppy, I didn't even say that. I said, when you do my side parts, I wish sometimes you could do the other side of my edges. But since nobody don't see them, then I ain't making a big deal. And plus, you do my hair for free, so why would I make that a big deal? And she was like, oh, well, I get that, but at the end of the day, I do hair. And if there's something you don't like, you need to tell me. And I'm just like, first of all, you hear something that didn't come from my mouth, and do you believe it? Didn't come to the source to see if it's true. You're weird. She was like, oh, well, I feel like if you're in the wrong, you're in the wrong. I don't have to confront you. Bitch, how am I supposed to know if you're wrong if you ain't gonna, if I'm so apparently in the wrong if you ain't gonna say nothing? So, and then another thing, you saying you mad at me because it's something that I gotta do with hair. No. What I said was, yeah, about the edges, you're right. So, I'm like, in my head, you mad about some edges when hairstylists get bashed every single day and they still be about their bag, still be about their paper. If you can't handle no criticism about no edges, baby, you can't handle criticism in the real world. That's how I felt. So, we still talking about that, da-da-da. Then Jambalaya gonna say, yeah, I got a problem with you too. I'm mad at you, something about you too. And I'm like, what you mad about? She was like, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like when you heard the rumor, you should have told me right then and there instead of waiting. The reason why I waited, y'all, because I was trying to figure out the rumor that was going around about me. I'm sorry I put myself first, but yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that's the only I get why she's saying that though. And I apologize, like, yeah, you're right, I should have, but I was worried about myself first. That's how I felt. So Puppy mad about some edges, and Jambalaya worried about a situation that later on. No, laws. I'm not gonna finish that. So we still talking and we talk about. They was like, yeah, not gonna lie, we knew you believed we knew you believed them when they said we knew that you believed the rumor, basically. And I said, hell, they was like, we could tell by your body language. Baby, when I told you about it, we was on FaceTime. So make that make sense. How can you tell I believe a rumor when we was on FaceTime based on my body language? We was on FaceTime. You can't even see my body. You only see my face, baby. And then, if that was the case, I would never went to the room and comfort you to make sure you was okay. So I'm like, where's all this coming from? This, that, third. Because mind you, this argument or whatever, this happened like, it was like the first week of November or something. So, so we going back and forth. They said they needed space. Cool. Da da da. I'm not gonna lie, I'm starting to miss them. So I still talk to them here and they saying, hey, can we fix it? It was like they still need a space. Cool. So I start hanging out with White. So what happened was, I was in another class with this girl. She was like, hey, why you and Puppy and Jambalaya don't hang out no more? And I explained her the situation. And she was like, oh yeah, that is true, because 300 be coming to the room all the time. I'm what? Be on the floor all the time. I'm what? Oh yeah, he be in her room all the time. He having this car all the time. Because originally we all was living in the same building. White got mad at me because she thought that 300 was coming up to see me. And that's when we got into it a little bit. And I had to explain to her that I only talked to him when he made my sandwich. So I had to clear that up. I'm like, are you serious? Yeah. So I'm mad. I'm like, mind you, when we fell out, that's when they start hanging back out with Sexy Blue. Mind you, so Sexy Blue slept with this man. Obviously, White did, because that's his ex. Now, Jambalaya. Now, if my calculations is correct, Sexy Blue don't know that Jambalaya slept with him, because that was her little shit first. So they were still hanging out because whatever. So I start hanging out and talking to White, because I'm like, dang, this really happened, this really true. I want to do Puppy know if this true. So while I'm thinking, I'm like, wait. Not only that you lied, that you slept with this man, you manipulate the whole situation so everybody can be mad at Tammy. You knew that Puppy was gonna get mad at this, because mind you, Puppy is very sensitive, and she a little, you know. So you manipulate the whole situation so everybody could be mad at me because you're embarrassed that you slept with the first man who gave you attention after another man didn't claim you as his woman. You got it. So once I found out, me and White, we was hanging out cool. Me and White wound up going our separate ways. No. Hold on. Okay, but before all this, around the time when I was trying to get the friend group all back together, because I wasn't really even mad. I wasn't even really mad at Puppy. I was mad at Puppy because one day she got on live and I joined the live, and it was this boy she was trying to put me on with, and I didn't want to mess with him. And he go say something about, yeah, that girl Tammy with the effed up teeth. And I'm just waiting for her to say something like, and no, but she didn't. All she did was look at what he said and be like, ooh, stop being messy. In my opinion, that's not sticking up for me. So I said something to her. But before I said something to her, I still waited. I waited for her to say something. Then after she said that, that's when I started cursing him out in the comments. And then she was like, y'all, they arguing in the comments, da 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 da. And this is another reason why I found out they was back hanging out with that girl, because I heard the girl voice in her room with jambalaya. So I cursed him out. Mind you, talking about y'all they arguing in the comments, baby. You only have 7 people watch your life. Anyways, so that's why I'm really mad at Puppy, because why wouldn't you stick up for me? But it is what it is, and I thought we was better than this because, like I said, we went to high school together. We had our conversation. We was cool in high school. We wasn't like friends, but like we was cool. But yeah. So, another reason why I was mad at Puppy, because not gonna lie, I told Ari, y'all know who Ari is, I hope y'all do. I told Ari about the situation that happened. Puppy was supposed to take me home for Thanksgiving. She was like, how you getting home for Thanksgiving? I'm like, I don't know, I guess I'm staying down here because my mom can't get me. Trying to be funny. And I told Ari, one of my close friends, she was like, not gonna lie, you took her home for fall break, so she needs to take you home for Thanksgiving. That's part of the deal or whatever. And she did, and I told her that, and she was like, yeah, but it's gonna be weird. I'm like, I ain't gonna talk to y'all. She still took me home, and I think back. Yeah, because I took her back too. Yeah, she took me home and back. Anyways. So, yeah, so they still was, so after the semester end or whatever, I started hanging out with this girl named, we gonna call her Santa Monica. So me and Santa Monica, I knew her from last year, but we didn't really talk like that much. We started hanging out this year. Cool. So me and Santa Monica, we was hanging out. We went to parties. We did that the third. So over the time, I'm noticing like, wait, why Puppy Jambalaya ain't hanging out with Sexy Blue no more? So I'm like, yeah, that's weird. I'm like, all the time, Sexy Blue probably figured that out, like what actually happened, and that how she slept with 300. So I let it be. So one day, no, I don't know how, but I don't know if I'm tweaking. I don't think I am, because as soon as I started hanging out with Santa Monica, Jambalaya and Puppy want to start hanging out with her, and I didn't like that. I feel like that was weird, because I feel like, if I'm being honest, I feel like Jambalaya be knowing that Puppy is a little, and she easily manipulated and all that, and she be tired of only talking to her on a day-to-day basis, because she always try to find that third person to be a part of the group. That's just how I felt. So they was trying to make Santa Monica a part of the third group. So me being me, I was trying to mature from the situation. I'm like, yeah, I'm over it. I'm not mad at nobody. If we wind up talking, we wind up back talking, or this time the third, trying to get over the situation. I think I really tried to get over the situation, because I feel like at the time, I didn't think that Puppy knew that what happened. So I was like, and she didn't know. So I'm not really mad at Puppy, but I was still mad at Jambalaya, because it's like, why would you lie about something so simple? You could be like, yeah, y'all, I did, and we could have moved on. Because like at the end of the, like, it was just so slow to me. Like, so. Me and them gradually started hanging out. I started gradually hanging out. I started back talking to White, because I think at the time, she and 300 was about to get back together, or they did get back. I think they did get back together. So we were still talking and stuff, but me and her ain't talking as much. So around this time, me, Santa Monica, Puppy, and Jambalaya, we was hanging out, but we was still like, it was still like weird because we didn't really have like a real grown conversation about what happened. So, but we were still hanging out because Santa Monica like both of us, and I was cool with that. I was like, so one day we all go to a party. This is when I started looking at Santa Monica weird. Because Santa Monica knew about the situation, but she was still hanging, I don't know, playing both sides. I don't know. So we was going to this party. Jambalaya, we was drinking. Jambalaya saying we lame because the liquor tastes like juice. No, baby, that stuff tastes like hand sanitizer. Afterwards, we wound up leaving. We was like, oh, Jambalaya was like, oh yeah, y'all, let's go get some McDonald's. Mind you, it was this another girl who she had a car. I didn't know who that girl was. I knew she was a transfer. But we wound up driving in her car to McDonald's. No. The girl didn't even drive her car. Jambalaya drove that girl car. Jambalaya didn't got no license. She ain't got nothing. And I'm just like, it was weird. I didn't think so much of it. So we driving. Jambalaya almost crashed the car to park cars. Like and then we like, oh no. So me and Santa Monica get out the car. So while me and her getting out the car, Jambalaya like, no y'all, I'm not drunk, this, that, the third. Come on, like y'all lame or this, that, third. And me and Santa Monica like, nah, we don't play that. And this, that, the third. And so she get out the car, man, and walks away. So the girl car was like, was like, okay, I'ma just drive, and it's that the third. We was like, nah, we good. We going back to our dorms. Why the only person that stays in the car is Puppy? I'm still hungry. Girl, you almost lost your life, and you still want to eat after that? Bye. That irritated me more. So, me and Santa Monica walking back to our dorms while Jambalaya sitting on the curb, mad like this. Like, girl, why you mad for? You almost crashed the car. What? Like, you thought we was going to be like, oh, it's okay. Let's keep driving. And then she was like, y'all could just go. I'm cool. I'm going to just stay out here. Santa Monica's trying to talk to her. I'm like, Santa Monica, let's just go because I'm not about to wait out here all night. So me and her go back to our dorms. That's when I thought Santa Monica was weird because I'm not going to lie. You still hanging out with people that you almost just lost your life to? No. That was the last time. I think that party was the last time I stopped hanging out with her. So, like I said, I started back talking to White, and she was telling me how that her and 300 back together, but Jambalaya is still blowing up his phone talking about, I miss you, and this, that, the third, and I want to be with you, and why, and this, that, the third. I'm like, show me it, because, like, what's going on? Like, I'm just hearing different stuff. I just need some proof. Like, I need proof. So she showed me how she be texting him and stuff. But, yeah, how she be texting him talking about, I want you back and all this. So, so I'm talking to White. I'm like, dang, ain't no way Puppy don't know. And I'm like, Puppy, she like, Timmy, Puppy do know. I'm like, what are you talking about? How did she know? She was like, she been knew after I think Sexy Blue found out because they stopped hanging out too. And I was like, dang, like that kind of hurt my feelings. Like, dang, Puppy knew this whole time, and then she ain't put two together. Like, this girl really manipulated the whole situation so everybody could be mad at Tammy. But no, like I said, Puppy is so easily manipulative. She's sensitive as AF, and she just, so she ain't put two, so I ain't gonna lie, I was mad, like, and then I'm even mad at Jambalaya because it's like, okay, you lied, cool, but you still gonna chase after the boy who exposed you, saying that the head was trash, saying that it was a waste of a body, saying all this stuff about you, and you still texting him saying you want him back, and then have your friends this is another part. She have her friends contact White saying, oh, no, contact him saying, oh, you with that fat B and you da 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 da, threatening her. And I'm just like, are you serious? Like that, y'all just, everybody's just slow. Like that just really put the icing on the cake for me. So after, ooh, no. Okay, my bad, yeah. I wanted to at least finish my curls, like, cause baby, I'm trying to make this into one part. But yeah, after I found out that puppy knew, it did hurt my feelings. Like I would have thought she would at least put two to two together and be like, you know, so when this happened, when I found out the truth, I had told Santa Monica. Now this one stuff get weird. So as I'm telling Santa Monica what's going on, what's happening, she gonna say that White weird, and I'm like, how was White weird? And Santa Monica basically was like, White weird because she said White weird because she back messing around with 300. And I'm just like, no, you got it mixed up. White's not the weird one. Jambalaya is, for lying about the whole situation. Or she was like, yeah, but she's still weird. Now that made me think like, oh, so even you just listen. You, first of all, Jambalaya ain't just do me bogus. She also did Santa Monica bogus too, because Santa Monica got a car, and when Jambalaya be wanting to smoke and stuff, hotbox and Santa Monica car, and Santa Monica be like, no, Jambalaya would have her whole attitude, get mad, be like, all right, okay, G, and this, that, the third G, and just switch up. And I'd be like, oh, when she do this, why you don't say nothing? I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna say nothing because that's not, or something. She'll just make up some stuff. Like, girl, how you mad because, first of all, how you mad that we got out the car, that you almost crashed, and how you mad because she don't want you hotboxing in her car? That don't make sense. But going back to what I was saying, she's like, oh, that's still weird. And I'm like, so we just let it be. So, I found out that, what's the face? I found out that, that puppy knew. So, around this time, it was like the end of the second semester. So I remember it was on study day. And as you know, if you don't know, study day, we don't have no classes. Like, it's study day for our finals and stuff or whatnot. So they had like a little a black event. It was like a water balloon fight thing, cool, whatever. I wasn't gonna go. What I was originally going to go to is I went to counseling. So I was originally going to go to counseling because I missed my appointment last week. So Santa Monica like, oh, can you go with me to the thing because bitches don't want to go out, hang out with me. They only want to hang out with me when they want to do something, and this, that, third. Can you come hang out with me, and this, that, third? And I'm like, sure, being a good friend, I'm like, sure, I'll go hang with you. I'll go to the party, even though I didn't want to go because I already had plans to go to counseling. Why? We go to the thing, cool. We go to the thing. This is leading up to the fight, y'all. We go to the thing. Cool. I'm having fun. It's a water balloon thing. We throw water at each other. Then I noticed she leave. And I call her. I'm like, Santa Monica, where did you go? She, I'm picking someone up. I already knew it's gonna be some shit. So, so she come back with jambalaya. So I'm just like, see, you was just talking about this girl, how you mad at her because she didn't want to go with you to the thing, but you pulling up, like, it was no point in me being there. I did enjoy myself though, I did have fun, but it was just the purpose, like, it was just weird. So yeah, I thought it was weird how you was just talking about the girl, saying she didn't want to hang out with you, but then you left. First of all, you left me and didn't even let me know you left to go pick her up. That was the first red flag. So everything's cool, calm, collected. No, matter of fact, I wasn't cool. I ain't gonna lie, I was in my feelings. I was mad So we talking, whatever, this, that, the third. And she was like, "Oh, you could spray water bottles or spray water at them, but don't spray no water at me, cause I just got my hair done." And I said something. I was like, "Da da da da, you weird." She was like, "I'm weird. How am I weird?" That's when I walked out. I don't care. So, the event about to end or whatever. We all get in the car. It was Santa Monica, mind you, the Santa Monica car. Santa Monica had like a drop top or something, so it only had 2 car doors. So the people that are sitting in the back gotta go get in the car first, and then you get what I'm saying. So I'm in the back of Santa Monica, and then there's this other girl that's friends with Jambalaya that's sitting in the back with me. I don't know how she got. I don't know. And Jambalaya in the front with Santa Monica. So Santa Monica, first of all, Santa Monica said something first. I'm trying to understand. Nah, I can't even say that. So Santa Monica was like, "Yeah, I'm glad we leaving because people weird AF." And I'm like, "Yeah, it is true. Like people are weird." That's the thing about my old school. The old school was segregated, but my old school was diverse, but it was segregated AF. And then it was only a few black people, and then we always argue with each other, so you can't hang out with certain people. It was just too much. Oh, I seen you with that girl, so like we be like, it's weird. Like, no. So I say that, like, yeah, it is weird. I'm glad we going. And she gonna turn back and say, "Who you talking about?" And I'm like, "Baby, not you." Cause what? Yeah, she said, "Who is you talking about?" And I said, "Baby, not you." One thing about me is, I try not to be a confrontational person, but as soon as you say that one thing, yes, I'm gonna talk my shit. Because why is you coming with me so aggressive when stuff could be easily solved or talked about? So I'm like, "Baby, not you." She's like, "Oh, okay, I'm just making sure because you've been on my list for a minute." How is you cool? How is you Dairy Queen? Like, what you mean by that? So yeah, y'all. She said you've been on my list for a minute, and at this point we just going back and forth talking stuff, da 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 da. And she like, mind you, while we talking, we driving. Nobody else saying it in the car. It's just us two. So you've been on my list for a minute. This the third. We going back and forth, and then she said something about me, and then that's when I said, "Girl, you just mad you fucked the nigga and he didn't want your ass afterwards. Ha ha, he made you fuck. Get over it." After I said that, she was big mad, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I would be too. So we at like so yeah, we pulling up to a light, but it ain't turned green, it ain't turned red yet. So she gets out the car, and I'm like, and she come around. Mind you, the driver's on Santa Monica on my side, so she's trying to get to me by also avoiding Santa Monica. Mind you, I'm in the car. I can't get out unless Santa Monica get out. And I didn't even have time to, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, if it's up, it's up. Cool. So she gets out the car, come around the car. Since I'm like, "Oh my gosh, no, 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 get back in the car." Mind you, at a stop sign, and then she get out in the middle of the street, stoplight, not stop sign. And then she opened the door. She started trying to grab me. So the first thing she did was she ripped my shirt. I ain't gonna lie. She ripped my shirt. Then mind you, I can't even get to her because I got the only thing I could really do is kick. So she get my shirt. I start hitting her back a little bit, but it was like in her arms and like in her boob area. So she tried grabbing my hair, y'all. I swear this was so fun. I just can't stop laughing at it because it was so funny to me. So I cut my hair, y'all. I had like, my hair was really short. I cut my hair. So she tried grabbing my hair. Cut my hair. You can clearly see I cut my hair because you see me at the vent, my hair is cut. So I don't know what she thought she was gonna grab, but baby, it wasn't gonna be my hair. So when she started trying to grab my hair, I'm like, oh. you want to grab something? You trying to grab my hair? So mind you, she just got her hair done. So I start grabbing her hair. She just got it done, and I start yanking. She hitting her. Yeah, and then that's when she tried aiming for my face again. Cause when she aimed for my face the first time, she did scratch my lip, and I'm like, no, you're not about to get to my face again. So that's when I start kicking her, y'all. But first time I kick her, y'all, dang, my leg hurt. Ain't no way I only kicked you once and my leg already hurting. You a big ass bitch. But you, dang, my leg already hurt. So when I kicked her in her stomach first. No, I kicked her in like her boob first. And she stumbled back. And then she tries to come round back up again. And that's when I kicked her again in her stomach. And she pummeled back. And she was like, you know what, I'm done with this shit. And then she just walked off. Like, what? And she walked off, get into somebody's car. I think it was the girl. It was because when we left the event, we was gonna go somewhere else. I think she wanted to get in the other group's car and ride in with them. Cool. So I asked Santa Monica to drive back to my dorm because I got a ripped shirt, need to change, and then it was just weird. Like, I broke my nails, I lost my earring. Well, my bracelet came off. I didn't know my bracelet fell off in her car. I got it, wound up getting it back. It was just like when she ripped my shirt, my necklace got attached to it. My neck, it was a bruise around my. It was a bruise. It was like a small around my neck. I mean, yeah, So I got back in my room. Then, I called my mom and my grandma to tell them what happened because I'm just in shock. Like, I'm just like, what is going on? Let me see. I think I called my mom first. I was like, Mommy, I got in a fight. I'm not gonna lie, I be joking so much. My mom did not believe me. She did not believe me, y'all. I was hurt. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, you know what? Bad. And I called my grandma. I'm like, Granny, I just got in a fight. And I was on FaceTime with my grandma. And she was like, what happened? Is that the third? And first of all, they heard me in the building. So they called the police, and I called the police too, because I'm not gonna lie, I'm not the type of person that put my hands on you. I feel like we could always talk it out. I don't care how nobody see it. It shouldn't be no way, like, over something that's slow to put your hands on somebody for, like, I don't know. It's just me. So, hold on. So yeah, gave them her name in the building. First of all, she tried running, y'all. The police was like, we cannot find her. She's not on this, the third property. And yeah, I'm just like, oh. So she ran from the police. They got in contact with Santa Monica because they needed, people to, they needed to know what happened. So, first of all, the other girl that was in the car, she lied to police, saying we didn't fight at all, or something, or she said nothing happened or something. Santa Monica wound up telling the truth, saying what happened, and I think, I don't remember, but I think also Jambalaya lied and said we didn't fight either. So I'm like, oh. But after what Santa Monica said, like, oh yeah, they did. But it was like, we both said stuff at the end of the day. I'm not gonna lie, yeah, we both said stuff. But it's just like, you only put your hands on me because you know it's true and you was embarrassed. Let's be for real. Ooh, these curls are to, yes, y'all. So yeah, Santa Monica fell down because she said it was some. She said I was telling her business. I was giving her information out to the ops. I told her you never see me hanging out with the ops, or send somebody to believe what everybody else say about her too. Everybody else just believe what everybody else say instead of just like coming to the source and asking what's really going on. That's the problem with the generation. Y'all just hear one thing, y'all just believe everything. Y'all don't go to the source, y'all don't ask nothing, y'all just. So me and her fell out. I tried to rekindle that friendship, it didn't work. But no, that's not one of the reasons why. That's not why I transferred. It was just a lot of stuff going on with Bradley. But I say it's one of the reasons, kind of, only because you can't trust people. So, hold on. But yeah, so recently, allegedly, yes, when I filed the report and then I had to file a report with the school. But allegedly, she was expelled for a semester, and allegedly, Puppy, she don't go to the school either. She's taking a break. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'm mature from the situation. It was unfortunate that we all felt that, but at the same time, it's like, why would you lie? Like, everything could have just been avoided if you would never lie. Like, I don't care. I know what I have to say. But yeah. Yeah, that's the end of the video. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, share more. And yeah, stay tuned because I will have more content coming through. Stay blessed. Bye.